Om Shanti, and a very good morning from Aberdeen Hindu Temple. Today is Sunday, the 23rd of January, and we're going to have some meditation, initially some reflections on the theme of the meditation, and then go into the meditation. So the object of meditation is really to go into the awareness of I, the soul, the being of light, the one who I am eternally. When I'm in that awareness of that I am a soul in this body, then what happens is that I can detach myself from everything around me, and I can really dip into my inner truth, into my inner awareness. Detached and free from everything around me, not pulled by this or that, but I am who I am, and I stay in that deep self-respect. And when I am in that deep self-respect, detached and yet loving, then I will receive respect from everybody around me. I will not need to go and ask for it, but I will receive it automatically. So for that, I need to get to know myself, who I am deep inside. I am that soul, that being of light. I'm eternal. I carry within myself the qualities of peace, of love, of truth, of happiness, of bliss. And when I'm in that awareness of I, the soul, then I'm also in connection and at the same level of communication with the divine. And when I am in that connection, in that communication with the divine, then everything flows easily and lightly. I do not labor. I feel at ease and in harmony. And that feeling of harmony gives me strength, gives me power, allows me to feel light and free. But it also allows me to detach myself from all the needs of the body, from all the pulls, desires, needs, awarenesses, conflicts, and allows me to remain strong and courageous and balanced no matter what's happening around me. So it's a real strength in the changing times of this world. It's a real blessing to have the companionship of the divine at these times. And when one reflects on life, what is life? Life is an opportunity. Life is a gift, not to be missed. Life is an opportunity to experience and to interact and to create and to benefit and to bring goodness and positivity and fulfill a duty, the duty of life. Life is not about just taking and just having. Although when one detaches oneself from that wanting to take or wanting to have, then plentiful will come your way. Nothing will be lacking. So in meditation, the main focus is really on understanding who I am. I'm not this body. This body is mine and it's my vehicle during this period of time so that I can interact, create, benefit, uplift everything around me. It's an opportunity, but it has a temporary lifespan. It begins and it ends. So the body has a prescripted lifespan, whereas the soul is eternal. The soul has no beginning and no end. It has a journey. And as a soul, I can influence the journey, but it is eternal. And I will always be that soul. I will always be the one who I am. I will have different bodies, different genders, different cultures, and I will live in different ages. And through that living, I will experience and I will learn and I will progress. But the nature of the experience in a body is to slowly lose that initial strength and power that the soul brings. And it's up to the quality of the soul of how quickly that strength and that power is lost. And in meditation, it is a time when we actually go within. And it's almost as if when we become aware of I, the soul, the being of light, everything becomes light. I become light. The difficulties I'm experiencing in life also become light. I'm aware of them not being heavy. I can detach myself from them, and I can improve the way of how I actually respond to situations. And with repeated practice, over and over again, it comes to the point where I become the master of my feelings and my emotions and my experiences, where I actually am able to deal with the situations in a dignified way, in a courageous way, in a powerful way, but also a very loving way. And when we look at spiritual leaders, then there is a softness, a humility, a clarity, a truth, a harmony that is so attractive in those spiritual leaders. And these spiritual leaders have been meditating for a long time. And they have made this journey of going within and understanding who they are deep within themselves. And through that, they have become soft. They are very loving. And yet, because they understand, they're able to detach themselves. Understand that this is the journey of the soul. It is not my journey. I have to pay attention to my journey. And as much as I can, support and guide others on their journey. But ultimately, it's their journey, it's not my journey. My journey is to benefit others, to uplift, to enhance, to love, to be kind, to be respectful, but first of all, also to have self-respect. And in that self-respect, there's greatness. In that self-respect, there is respect from others too. So the power is in the soul, in the being of light. And so let me go into that awareness of I, the soul. When to meditate, best times, early in the morning, when the mind is fresh, when we've had a good sleep. And then throughout the day, short spurts of reminder of I am a soul, a being of light. I am that eternal one who is on this journey and is expressing him or herself through this body. And then at night, before going to sleep, going through whatever happened during the day, the achievements and the losses, and making a plan in a way, giving it to the Supreme, sharing it with the Supreme, and then letting go. Letting go and filling oneself with that love from the Supreme so that we can go back to bed and have a good night's sleep. So in a way, there's a coming and going of the awareness of I, the soul, or being in the body and acting through the body. And yet there are some tasks that we have to perform where we have to be fully concentrated, and some other tasks where we can perform these duties almost automatically, but our thoughts can be involved somewhere else. And so using that time to actually connect and to clarify, to have clarity of mind, to have peace of mind, to have stillness in the mind, to have that self-respect and that understanding, that harmony, that balance. So whatever our response is to things in the world will be of that quality. So I am the keeper of this mind. I'm in this body and I act through this mind. But I, the soul, am the one who is eternal. But through my thoughts, I create feelings. And these feelings become emotions. And then they become words. And then they become actions. And then they become my future. The soul has feelings, thoughts, and then feelings. And the feeling is almost first awareness. What is this? What am I confronted with? And then we have the opportunity to respond to this in a conscious way. And in responding, am I giving a response that is loving and yet detached? Not cool, not cold, not uninvolved, but detached, allowing the situation to grow, to go as it needs to, but with the right guidance. And then it can go into emotions, and the emotions then almost they are an energy in motion, and therefore they change things, they involve the external world, and by doing that, things happen. So as a soul, I have the ability and the control of controlling my mind by controlling them on the level of my thoughts and the level of my feelings in the first two stages. So at the thought level, the more I become aware, the more I practice this, I will be able to change the thought and change the quality of the thought and the type of thought I have. So for example, if I'm getting annoyed about something, just change the thought and say, no, I'm a peaceful soul. My mind is still, is quiet. I actually want to benefit the situation. Yeah. And at the level of the feeling, it's about bringing that awareness of my higher consciousness, say, no, this is how I want to feel. This is the type of energy that I want to give to this situation. This is where I'm coming from. So I have a good choice. Once it reaches the level of emotion, I have to have a greater energy to actually influence an emotion like an anger. Just to take a breath and relax. Sit down. Maybe I have to do something to distract myself. But when I'm angry, the best thing is just to go into that awareness and say, yes, okay, I've had this same situation the previous cycle. I dealt with it in the best way. So let me deal with it again in a very good way. Let me connect with the Supreme and let me give my burdens to the Supreme, who will pick them up and take care of them in a very effective way. So now sit comfortably with your feet on the floor and your hands in your lap. Take a nice deep breath and relax as you breathe out. Go into the awareness of I, the soul, the being of light. I, the soul, the being of light. Become aware of the shining star in the center of the forehead, place of consciousness, of lightness, of power, of purity. I, the soul, am experiencing this difficulty. Let me not get worried. Let me not get upset. But let me benefit the situation. The first question that I have to ask myself is, who am I? Let me go into the awareness of I, the soul, the being of light that is beyond my physical identity. Visualize yourself as a minute spark of light in the center of your forehead, just between your eyebrows. I am at peace. I'm still. My mind becomes quiet. My thoughts slow down. My eternal truth is that I am an eternal point of light. I'm truth. I'm peace. I'm still. I'm free. I'm a being that is completely loving, totally peaceful, and full of benevolence. Now see yourself as a being of peace. How will you greet everyone? How will you look into their eyes? What is going to be the tone of your voice? A being of, which is totally peaceful. A being that is full of benevolence. As a soul, I need to replenish myself. And I replenish myself by connecting with the Supreme. The Supreme Being. who is in a world beyond this physical world, who is my father, my companion, my mother, the Supreme, the guide, the Sadguru. Self-realization is the loving relationship with this Supreme Being. It is in our hearts that we should search for this relationship, a relationship with the Divine, with the Supreme. And that self-realization is found in the loving relationship with the Divine, becoming truly happy and peaceful, becoming still and opening oneself up like a big umbrella, and experience this Divine Being shining light on us, bringing peace, happiness, and contentment, creating an atmosphere in your houses that is full of love and light, where there is no fear, no conflict, where there's harmony and understanding, becoming these enlightened beings, like angels, whose job is not to take but to give. Take another deep breath. Relax again. And feel how the light and love of the Supreme just washes away any edginess, any uncomfortable feeling, and fills you with power, with light. Imagine yourself walking through a forest. Initially it is dark, and then you can see some lightness ahead of you. And as you get there, there's an opening in the forest, and the light of the sun is able to shine into this opening. And this place is a beautiful meadow of green grass, gentle breeze. No other people, but you're allowed to lie down and to look up to the sun and to the sky. And when you do, you become aware of how tiny, how small each one of us is, and how this earth is that place in which we live, is that place that we call our home, and yet our eternal home is beyond this world, in the place beyond power, that place beyond the power of the elements, the pull of the earth, the sun, You see the sun above in the sky, and you are at one in unity with the whole world. There is no division, no conflict, no fear, no worry. You feel whole and complete. Combined with the Supreme, in partnership with the Supreme, and happy. You feel very happy. And when you're at peace, the ability to think increases. The ability to love increases. And your ability to be detached from everything around you also increases. And to be detached and loving is the ultimate aim. Because when we're in that awareness, we can feel the pulse of the other person and help them and support them, yet not get involved. And be of help rather than hindrance. So allow yourself to take another deep breath. Be one with the earth, the elements, with all the animals and insects, with all the human beings. We all belong to this earth. Take a nice deep breath and let go. Fill your lungs with air and allow refreshing air to reach every part of your body. And feel comfortable, happy and peaceful. When I'm still, I'm free. My mind is quiet. I'm connected with my eternal truth, yet beyond my physical identity. So practice being in that awareness of I, the soul, the being of light, the one who is connected with the Supreme Soul from beyond this world, in a place of golden red light, a place of absolute peace, stillness, a place from where we all take birth. It is called Parandam Nirvana Bahist. It's a place where souls are at peace, are in a state of constant harmony. So allow yourself to experience that place of complete detachment from this body and connected with that peace and love that there is in that soul world. Om Shanti. Practice this again and again throughout the day. Om Shanti.